Hello, my name is Kathleen Prokop. I live in Hemet, California, and I've been living here now for almost 2 years in July 31. Well, in the past couple of weeks, I've been a fan of Dave Ramsey, who is a talk host on YouTube or radio and has plans of conferences in dealing with becoming a debt-free consumers. So he has developed a 7 baby step systems, and I would like to share my opinion on how to uh, use this tool so that you may have a overview exactly on what the baby step system is all about, and that's my opinion. Once again, my name is Kathleen Prokop, and I worship at 412 Church and also Hemet Core, the Salvation Army in Southern California. And I'm a student at Grand Canyon University. So the baby steps of Dave Ramsey is supposed to equip couples, singles, seniors, teenagers to free themselves from having heavy debt. It's all right to have debt, but not heavy debt. When we have no debt at all, the government has no way of looking for us, in their database. With no history of database at all in the NSA or anything like that, then it's a bad story. But I think what Dave Ramsey is trying to, for the consumer to rehabilitate themselves, to train themselves thinking, I want to be debt free. That means you're able to have no want because you are content in what you have. And that doesn't mean that you don't have the drive to better yourself. And that's great. So, baby step one is, of course, you're already trying to be debt free. Okay, in this instance, yet your plan one is you probably don't have any debt yet that's burdening yourself. But it's possible that a person don't have any debt but has bills. Okay, so in baby step one, your goal is to start an emergency fund. That's up to you what to decide the amount of your emergency fund, but Dave suggested 1,000 to start with. So, and I know sometimes it's hard to start with the emergency fund right away, right? But for example, you're making $15 per hour and you work 56 hours a week. So that's at least what, $900 or so? Let's just say it's $900 or $840. I didn't count in there the overtime. Times 5 weeks. So that means you have at least close to 5,000 or 5,000 a month. So your bills is probably overburdening you right now. So what you're going to need to do now is you need to start on the step 2. So you list is called debt snowball. You need to write down your loan from the least to the greatest. And one of the guests, Dave Ramsey, is Rachel Cruz, was Dave Ramsey's daughter, explained as I was watching the YouTube show. He's also on TV, I think on radio, how to work on the debt snowball. So when I say you have the lease, so for example, you have one for 340, And then you have another one at 500, and you have another one like number 3. You have another one, let's just say 625. And then now your mortgage, no, not yet, I think that one. Okay, so your mortgage could be something like 1098 a month. Okay, so and then you have a 5 more debt. Let's just say student loan. Now, since President Obama, actually the idea first started with President Clinton, maybe, or maybe even Reagan, but it wasn't up. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't one of the schedule or importance with the. Let's just say the importance of the government to educate people about it. So you know how there's a birthing pact, even the government schedule for the people in the United States, So then you have a 6 loan, let's just say you have a installment loan. No, it's installment. You have a credit card. Yeah, we're going to go loan for, let's just say, 20,000. Okay? And let's just say you're making about $5,000 a month. So this would be, can you see it? That would be how you would, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Okay, so you got that situated, right? Number 1 is 340. 2 is 500, 3 is 625, 4 is 1998, 5 is a student loan maybe for let's just say 18,000. Maybe you actually graduated and you have a student loan, so you don't have to pay for that, right? So don't pay it until you graduate. So leave this thought right here, okay? Okay. So now so if your mortgage is minus, your mortgage is 1998, and that exactly you need to pay your mortgage, okay? So in there you have $320 $20 gross, net gross, all right, adjustment. Okay, so this is what you're going to prepay around with the money that you got. So in this 340, you're able to pay that. Or you're going to get like, and if you call for food stamp in your place, so you have to worry about the food stamps, maybe your gas, maybe you have to worry. Let's just say you put 300 gas every month. So that's 2072. Gas. And let's just say you have your utilities. Let's just say utilities is no, 500. 500 is your utilities, including telephone, your car insurance, your whatever. So now I don't know exactly the ballpark of this salary, but I can round it up to 5,000. So you minus 1998, and you minus this way. Oh yeah, okay. You minus that, and you minus your gas because you need gas, and you minus your utilities. So that leaves you with 2472. So in your debt, they probably require they probably require for you to pay normal routine bill amount of dollar. So, but you need to do now is you might want to pay the 340 off. So that's gone. And then you wanna, cause you in here your mortgage is already deducted from there, right? Did I do that to you? Yeah, 302. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about not paying your mortgage, but that's paid for. And your student loan, you didn't pay for it yet. Your credit card, you can manage to pay the minimum, but don't use it anymore, okay? Because you're trying to pay it off. So if you pay that off and you pay the minimum of this one, so actually and you'll be careful, in 3 months you will be able to pay off your first 3 loans. So then you only have your 198 to worry about. And your credit card, you could go ahead and get forgiveness. Try to call them and tell them, I want to receive a 1099-C, which is, I do believe, debt forgiveness. Double check the form, the form at irs.gov and see if that's what really is called. I think it's 1099-C. So don't pay your $20,000 loan. Try to get it forgiveness. There's pandemic going on right now, so there's a lot of government grant that are giving you debt relief. So now you have your student loan. You don't have to pay that until you go to you're done. I don't advise people that when they have a student loan to pay ahead of time. You have to ensure all your education that you want to achieve is completed. Then you start paying your loan because there might be forgiveness of student loan by the time you're done with your education. So you get this all paid off, right? And don't forget about the credit that costs $20,000. That's probably forgotten. They don't know about it, but yet ask them to give you a Form 1099-C. So now with all this cash, you would like to invest maybe on a boat. You might want to invest in getting some tents and go camping regularly. Get a car payments if that's what's want you to, so you don't have to take the bus, anything like that. So that is how the step 2 of Dave Ramsey's step 2. So, but anyway, you start with your emergency fund. So, at first you might want to put down $250 in your emergency fund, right? But by the time maybe your 5 months, you will be able to achieve that you have 1,000, right? Oh yes, and then you need to invest 50% of your household income into 401k, right? Into Roth. Do I Roth in a 401k? So you need to find an investment. Investment could be in real estate, but just watch out because if you're a student and if you make too much money, I do believe a single can have up to $50,000 in my economy level anyway, of asset and still collect, have a FAFSA. And I do believe the married couple, I forgot, it's more than 50,000, I'm sure. So then you invest 15% of your household income. Household income, not a student loan, not a credit card, but you earn income. That's from your salary. So since it's your salary, you can do that at your work through your employer, right? Through your employer. And if they allowed you to to have a 401k match. When I was working, it's only up to 5%. But I think I was a white collar worker, I wasn't a blue collar worker. So, but if you were a blue collar worker, maybe you would be able to have. But your financial may not allow you. So at first, maybe you just want to go ahead and offer 5%. And if they 100% cover double it, then that's great. Uh, until you reach the 15% that you feel comfortable with. You might want to go ahead. So if you make it like 5,000 and you would take 5% times 0.05%, so that's 250 a month. So let's just say you work for 40 years. And how many months is 40 years? 0, 8, 480 months. Okay. So you would multiply that by 480,000 months. So you get $120,000 by the time you reach, you've been working for 40 years. That's the only answer. Oh no. Yeah, $120,000, but that's only on a ballpark. I'm not including the interest. I'm just telling you the overview, so you can later on calculate the interest and so forth. So that was it, right? And you invested only 5%. 1, 2, 3. 0.45 times 480, and you only contributed 5% of your income. But you see, if you're a couple, you can only invest 7,000 a year. Okay, so that's 7,000 times 40 years. That is like 280,000. Woo, woo, woo. So, what ours was? Oh my gosh. See, 250 times 40 is. Oh, so if you and your husband 7,000 a year would like to contribute into your IRA, then you get 280,000 if you don't get distribution. You can take distribution without fees at 59 and a half years old. But when you retire at the age of 72, it's required for you to get a distribution. Okay? So that's good. So then you need to watch out in your you might want to transfer it into Roth, so that way you don't have to worry about paying a lot of taxes by the time you withdraw on your account. You go in the 401k, roll it over to a Roth with paid taxes, so by the time you withdraw into it, there's no penalty except there's no penalty because you would have withdrawn on it, right? That means when you withdraw and it's pre-tax, it can't be taxed anymore, so it would be double. It's already taxed, right? So, and then you had your step 5, college funding for children. College funding for children, I would just say go ahead and take those kind of life insurance that the bank offer children if you have one, but it's not where you're gonna die, or something like that. It's a life insurance kind of, so call like Mutual of Omaha or Amica and ask them about the life insurance of a child that didn't have to die to get the benefit. Get that one. Okay, you didn't have to have a 401k. You could have a life insurance, or you could maybe invest it in gold or in automobiles and so forth for your cards or for your kid. But make sure it's only like maybe up to 18. And it's not that much that the kid won't be qualified to get FAFSA. Okay? And you teach your kids, tell them, I want you when you reach your age 16, I want you to at least contributing 51% of your income. So that means he doesn't have to pay your rent, but he's got like maybe let's just say a magazine prescription, and when he's got enough working enough, you got college. Oh yeah, okay. So that is the college funding for children. So when he retires, he'd have a lump sum, and he might want to be able to buy a house for himself as he go to school, right? And then he can go free in there and come home one day, and you'll be traveling like uh, a fox, a wolf travel together like that. Then pay off home early. If you pay off your home, get another home, but not really because you're about to have your kid, So you have to wait until all your kids are 3, 4, 5 to 4, 5. Okay? So that when you can all be happy with your kids. Okay? That's just. And then build wealth and give. So now you have your 180. Is 180? You have your $280,000 wealth. How to become a millionaire? Okay. Now probably in there you're getting your retirement invested. See, maybe by the time 40 years from the minimum wage, probably 40 years. So 1999, the minimum wage was $7, right? And right now it's $14. So 1999 minus 2021. So that's like in 22 years, right? You're trying to figure out so forth. So how to develop your wealth? You're retired, your children are living with you now, you got grandkids, and you have great grandkids, and your great grandkids go to school, and kind of help them with a gift, birthday present, Christmas present, and try to become yourself a millionaire. Get all your home that you got, if you have more than one, because you can buy them, and sell it. Get the equity and use it as a down payment to buy a home that maybe costs $450,000. If you're able to say 450, 1, 2, 3, and you put down maybe 65 down percent, so your balance is 292. And let's just say 30 years times 12, 360. So then 29500 divided by 360. Then your monthly is $812. But if you want to be good and pay in 15 years, paying monthly, double at a monthly, then you could pay that off and your equity will increase because your worth, the loan is lesser, so you have higher equity, you can get more. And then once you had 4 or 5 houses, you might want to develop a self-employed or fun, fun for you to do, like Avon, or work at Amazon, be an Amazon seller and so forth, or start your non-profit group where you can keep your mind and use your mind to be active. So you count out all your properties. Then if you got like 1.75 million of liquid asset, of long asset, and I see that easy liquid asset and long asset. If all, including your retirement, your pension, it goes to 1.75, include your home, then you become a millionaire. Okay, you guys. Remember though that take it easy. Don't build your wealth right away. Okay, you probably need to pay off in your lifetime, maybe uh 3 houses even before you want to build wealth. Okay, um, if you want to have money savings, mm, probably it's good to put it into a CD, not a 401k, a CD. Some CDs you can open a minimum deposit is $10,000. So by the time you have 10 CDs of $10,000 times 10, you got like $100,000 worth of CD. But take it easy. Don't put it all in lump. Different interest CD. Same thing with CD too. You can collect the interest and you pay tax on the interest because it's part of your income, even though it's not an earned income. So that's my opinion. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Kathleen Prokop. I live in Hemet. I worship at the 412 Church in San Antonio of 7th Street and Lion Avenue. And I also worship at this Hemet Court, South Fisherman corner of Hemet, corner vacation Palm on Hemet. Thank you so much. Bye.